Man gets letter in mail from former landlord he hasn't spoken to in a while, that makes his eyes pop. Getting a decent landlord is basically a miracle. Pretty much anyone could regale you with horrendous stories from their time spent renting. From old water leaks to strange and disturbing smells, landlords are usually reluctant to do much on a property without a real need. Incredibly, one man has a story of a landlord that is actually positive. Although it seems that the overwhelming consensus is that landlords aren't great, Chris Roberge has a new take. Chris is from Worcester in Massachusetts and had an interaction that was so positive it didn't just shock him, it shocked the internet. One of Chris's past landlords asked for his address to send him something. Most of our minds go to some unpaid bill or some other thing that's going to cost money. For Chris, it was especially confusing because he hadn't been living at that residence for some time and he had no idea what could be wrong. A few days later, Chris got a letter. Inside the letter was a check for $2,500. He was totally floored. The landlord had sold the house and decided to send a check to Chris since he had helped him pay the mortgage as one of the tenants. Truly, this was a once-in-a-lifetime moment. It's a letter from that person informing me that they sold their house and that they were paying me and every tenant they ever had for what we contributed to the profit they made from selling the house. Upworthy, the owner, had sold the house for a great price and thought it was a good idea to send his long-term renters a check. Chris posted the story on his Facebook and was genuinely touched, especially because of the timing of it all. The place he had stayed was his first home after getting a divorce. This person rented me a space in their house that was the first place I had to actually call home when I had to leave my house after I got divorced. I paid a completely fair amount of money for my accommodations and really enjoyed my time there, and like all rental situations, I figured that was that. Facebook. Since Chris got the check, he decided to give lots of it to charity. Being totally overwhelmed with the massive social media response after his posting, Chris decided to do something kind. Chris is going to be keeping $500 to help repair his car, totally understandable, and giving the rest away to charities. He's already given $500 towards Black and Pink Massachusetts and plans on giving more to Worcester Free Fridge and Your Story Edutainment. Understandably, Chris says he has been changed. I have been sitting with this for more than a day and I am still completely beyond an actual way to describe what this act means to me. All that I can say is that there are people who talk about their values and there are people who actually live them, and the reason I wanted to share this is that I want to encourage us all to actually live our values. Do it off the clock, do it when no one is watching, do it always. Facebook. Doing something kind for someone always results in further kindness. It's a truly beautiful thing to be able to see. It might just inspire some others too. Thank you for watching this fantastic story. Please tap one of the 2 videos on your screen for another amazing Wonder Stories.